What up, YouTube? PSA Reveal, my first one ever. It's a 7-card one. 6 of them are a voucher, one's an express that I did. So pretty exciting here. Probably the most exciting thing is I have about 1,000 cards behind this, and they should be coming in about every 3 weeks. I have a bulk order that's been there about 9.5 months. It's in grading. I have one behind that that's in grading. And then they've all been checked in. So you should be seeing a PSA reveal from me about every 2 to 3 weeks. We'll get into this one. Vouchers is what I used on this one. I sent it in the first this year. So it took about 5-6 months, I guess, using the vouchers, which went in an economy level. Normally would have been $50, but with my vouchers, $300. So my membership for PSA definitely paid off. I bought a complete set of 1969 tops from a gentleman in Modesto. Complete set. He had pulled most of the cards himself with his dad. Older guy. Wouldn't sell singles, would only sell complete sets. So I bought a lot of complete sets from him, all vintage stuff, 69 through 81. I didn't buy every year. And then some years he had multiples with some missing cards. So I got a lot of cards from him. So we'll get into it. And these are from the 1969 set that he sent me. I pulled up the pop report from PSA for the Wilt, 1500 graded. This one got a 4 from Card Ladder. The most recent sales were about 300 to 375. And the first one is here. A little mark there, and it's hard to capture on the corner on the camera, but the corners are far from perfect. The back, I mean, the centering is pretty good on these, so I think they're really nice 4s. And just to get into, see if I can do this without showing the next one. I got 2 4s. This one doesn't have the mark on it up here, but then on the back it does have like some scuffing there. So I'll probably keep this one and sell the other one. And then the next card, we'll just go ahead and... This one I expressed before they closed down for $75. So it gave me an idea how the rest of the set would do. And that's actually my next PSA order is 37 cards from the 1969 set I sent off. 3,000. Try to pull that up. Total graded of the Lew Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just to put in retrospect of the Jordan 86, there's 21,000 of his base, and then the stickler's 15, so there's 36,000, or I guess about 37,000 Jordans graded. Lew, probably a lot of these are getting graded. I know even though a low one with creases that would probably only get a 1 are going for about $100, $150 to $100 sometimes. So on this one I got a 4, and you can see what they go for there. I've seen them go recently in the last 3 months over $2 grand. But all the 4s I've looked at, this is definitely a good looking one. It's pretty centered. The corners are the only real issue that I see with it. There's probably surface scratches and stuff on it that aren't obvious. But if you were to look at it closer, and this one's a little faded to me compared to the Wilts. But very happy. This one will be a long-term hold. And then This is the other one. It's a 7. I have 2 more at PSA. I sent this one on this level just because I thought it was the best centered. A lot of times the Jordan down here, but see if we can, that corner, you can tell there it's dinged pretty, scuffed pretty bad. But the back edges are pretty clean. It's got some white there. So the other 7s and stuff, you can see a little bend in the corner there. The other 7s I've seen online, this is definitely a nice copy. So I pulled up the information on that one too. That's pulled from 95 Skybox Premium. You can see it there. You got 1 per box, the meltdowns, and it was a 10 card set, so you really need to open 10 boxes to get a Jordan to give you an idea how rare they are. Only 232 graded. Mine got a 7, so I'm on the low end, but not the lowest ones graded. And then you can see what those go for, about $255 to $390. So happy. It's a rare Jordan in my collection. I did not have any of those. Another rare Jordan. Flare Anticipation. These were 1 per box too, so 1 per 36. Another 10 card set. So you're looking at 10 boxes to get one of these. 8. A lot of people like look and they're like, "Oh, my corners are fine." They kind of gripe about it, but you can see that kind of print line there at the very top left, and then the left corner is not great. And then some of the corners they're not super sharp. So I think an 8 is fair on that. And here's the pop report on that. Only 200 of those. It's not quite as popular as as the Meltdown. You can tell just from the price. The 8 gets about what the 7 of the Meltdown gets. And I have a 9 of this, so I probably will sell the 8. I got it for, I looked it up. I paid $180 for that Jordan right there. But with that, I got the Shaquille and the Akeem as well, and those are both at PSA. So you could probably say I got it for $150, $140. So not huge profit margins there, and I'll probably try to sell it on the higher side, or just hold it. I'm in no rush. I can hold it for as long as I want and be okay. And if we have any Garnett fans, these next 2 are pretty killer cards. Credentials. Kind of bummed out about this grade, but I mean, I've looked it over and there's like some markings. All this stuff is hard to capture on the camera. I think a 7 it's fair. It's maybe tough on this one because it's fairly centered. And then no major issues on the back. Out of $4.99. So happy with that. I was hoping for an 8 definitely, or higher. And then on the credentials, you're looking at only 14 of those have been graded. So I'm curious where the other ones are. Obviously some are probably in BGS. BGS would probably be a little easier, but I'm a PSA fan, so you can see mine's one of the lowest grades there, which I'm okay with. But because there's only 14 of them. The 9 recently did over $2,000, and then just the raw copies are going for $300, $400, $500 for these. And then I bought this in the same one set, the credentials. I bought the credentials close to a year ago, and I had no idea what this card was, and I was trying to figure out where it came from and just to price it. These are Fleeter Mystique 2003 Skyview Gold. The Skyviews have the similar look of the EX cards. The gold, there's multiple levels. It's to their highest scoring game at the time of the card being made. So I think Kobe's goes up to 58, I think. There's Allen Iverson, which is 40 something. So these are really rare cards, and I think really cool. They're starting to catch on. I don't have any more of the golds, but I have some of the other ones that are labeled to 100, 150. Not of Garnett, but of other players. I've tried to pick them up, but it seems like they've caught on and it's out. But right there you have it. The Garnett Gold Pop 1. So I was the first one to grade it. So I thought that was cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, let me know. Maybe tell me what your favorite card was. And you guys should see me definitely in about 2 to 3 weeks with order of 37. And then behind that one, I have an order of 98. And it's going to be pretty steady from there. Later, everyone.